To the soul, what thought you be like? Anthony's here too, let's ride the hype. Bigfoot's on the run, area 51's tight. Digging deep for truth, we ain't afraid to fight. Flat Earth theories got us spinning wild. JFK secrets hidden in the files. Illuminati whispers, fashion crooked smiles. I won't tune in, sit back and stay a while. Conspiracy chaos, we uncover the lies. Deep state shadows, yeah they can't disguise. We're cracking codes, watch the truth arise. Let the chaos reign, tearing through the skies. CIA plots under moonlight schemes. Hidden agendas ain't as crazy as they seem. Voices in the dark amplifying dreams. Conspiracy chaos, nothing's what it seems. Follow the breadcrumbs, follow the light. In the rabbit hole with us, pitch black night. RGB and Mike, guided by our might. Anthony with wisdom, out of sight. Conspiracy chaos, we uncover the lies. Deep state shadows, yeah they can't disguise. We're cracking codes, watch the truth arise. Let the chaos reign, tearing through the skies.
Wait a minute. I just want to clarify. You are 100% certain that there are 1,000 plus Al-Qaeda trained fighters within the United States borders?
Well, Al-Qaeda says they trained and deployed 1,000 for this attack. First off, I think there's more than 1,000 Al-Qaeda members in the United States. But for the Homeland attack, that number is based on what Al-Qaeda is saying, so they could exaggerate it. However, they did have about 1,400 in the Hamas attack, so the number is not off from what they did in the first round of attacks.
Go, we're back here with another episode of Conspiracy Chaos. My name is Roger, aka RGB. Joining me as always, I got my co-host. We are Florida Mike in the building, as well as Area 51 Anthony. What's up, fellas?
What up? How we doing, boys?
Chilling. What's going on, my man? What's going on, boys? I always give. I got to be careful with those hand symbols.
You throwing them horns up, boy.
Yeah,
You throwing them horns up. Ain't no hooking horns neither.
You know, it's crazy. I used to said this for years and years and years, and I don't mean to be stereotypical, but could you imagine all the gas stations, the Middle Eastern zone, and how many could possibly be Al Qaeda? And how many they could possibly, like, you know how we go over there, we attack the oil first thing? What if they were here and they attacked all the gas first? Can't use gas for generators. You can't use gas for vehicles. You can't use gas to cook. You can't, you know what I mean?
Could you imagine? I mean, they do own most of the gas stations over here now. We could be fucked. I didn't even think about that theory.
You know how that'd be? I bet there's got to be thousands across the country.
So many, dude.
Just like how China owns like a shit ton of land by every military base we have in the United States.
Mm-hmm. And they got police stations all over the United States.
Oh yeah.
Well, supposedly, boys, we have a ceasefire, and supposedly
I just seen that before we started recording. We got 12 days of peace coming up or something.
Something like that. No, it's being called a 12-day war. So,
okay,
it's basically Iran already had more missiles going, I guess, just before like it was in process, and they warned Trump. They warned us that like they were coming. So I guess that was part of like he was very happy. He's like, "Thank you for letting us know," and basically he said this is what he wrote. He said, "Congratulations to everyone. It has officially been fully agreed by and between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire in approximately 6 hours from now, when Israel and Iran wound down and completed their in-progress final mission for 12 hours, at which point the war, which is considered, ended."
So what do you think, though, about the clip we just played, man? With the Sarah Adams shit.
You should play the next one. You should play the next one where they're the Al Qaeda leader.
Yeah.
When Biden was in office and he released a bunch of prisoners, one of them was like the number 2 or 3 in charge of in Al Qaeda.
Yep.
Up the food chain.
And he stayed here when he got released.
And he snuck in.
Okay.
He snuck in through the border and then put out a video saying, I don't want to quote it, but I don't know if we have the video or not.
Is
or
it the
if we
guy,
can
one
find
guy
it.
who said you're gonna know who I am?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. I'll show you and scroll up.
But I 100% believe it. Why, how can you not, with the amount of people that got through? Like, where you see videos of miles and miles at the border and it's all fighting middle-aged men. There's no women, there's no children.
There's no doubt there's going to be retaliation.
That's a submarine, bro.
Listen, though, they're playing. Listen, here's the thing, right? So Tehran, where the U.S. bases were, that got hit, right? Well, first of all, they shot 29 missiles, 28 got shot down. They let one go because they hit somewhere that was irrelevant. So, but they're like, oh, thank you so much for letting us know so we can evacuate Tehran, however you say Tehran. They did that a week ago. Donald Trump told Tehran, before he even went and bombed the three nuclear enrichment sites, he told Tehran to leave. They were showing like a week ago. So there was plenty of time. So those bases that they went after anyway, there was nobody there. Just like there was nobody there at the enrichment sites. It's all a game. They're playing chess, and everybody else is playing checkers, dude. And now they're going to do a ceasefire. Like, what was the point then? Like, you're really doing nothing. And then you got like Russia, said they're not going to join in. They can't. They can't even fucking beat Ukraine. Like, how are they going to join in?
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, I just hope
it's crazy.
I just hope North Korea and China don't get involved, because then you really truthfully have World War III. But I think there's a chance it could be over now. They're negotiating. Raj, I didn't see that anywhere. I was scrolling up.
No, I'm searching for it right now.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah.
This was
Go
ahead, Mike.
I think there's definitely 100% going to be attacks in the U.S.
Oh, there's going to be.
Yeah,
they got suicide bombers all over.
They got to give the Americans a reason to really stand behind it.
People with vests, they got rockets in. I remember Senator Adams in that same episode was talking about how they got some like surface to air missiles in the borders. I mean, it's all planned. It's all planned. It's going as planned. I think I sent a video where a guy was discussing where they picked up chatter where there would be some potential targets throughout the United States. He had a whole list of cities. That's in the messages. But I don't know. I just think it's all part of the plan for one world government.
That's all it is. It's the New World Order. And I just posted 2 videos to the group as I'm looking for this other video. Just showing some of the shit that's going down over there, man.
All right.
Now, Raj, you go to New York City often, right?
At least, yeah, for at least November, December, busiest time of the year.
I saw a video of a guy in New York City going to a grocery store, and he could not enter the grocery store unless he paid.
Paid to get into the store?
Really?
Yeah, and you had to use your phone to get in. There was no other means, no other ways, and you had to use your tap or whatever, and then it would let you in the store.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've never seen that. And I'm all over the city, like popping in and out of like corner stores for drinks and snacks.
I wonder if that's to avoid. I wonder if that's to avoid like theft. Like maybe they give it. Maybe it's like a. Maybe are you sure it's not like deposit? Like you pay $10 to get in.
The guy asked her, "Why do I have to pay to get in this grocery store?" And the lady that was monitoring the entrance said, "Because this is New York."
It's crazy. I could see it being for theft, like just to like keep riff-raff out type thing.
Yeah, but people still gotta survive, bro. So you can't do that to like the grocery store. People have to like be able to go.
Yeah, what if it's like a pregnant woman that has like government money? She doesn't have like a tap pay. How is she gonna get in there and get like what she needs? That's kind of crazy.
Yes.
Succumb to my rules.
That's craziness,
and
dude.
You can eat.
That's gonna really tighten things up, and that's when. That's when we have to start worrying about. That's how they start the population control, bro. That's one way they do it, the starvation, and people,
Oh yeah.
any means of survival is kind of what it comes down to at that point. And that's when you get martial law thrown in there, and that's when they hit us with the bullshit here come the aliens, and then all of a
And I don't know
sudden,
if anybody's paid attention, but the 4 guys that are going to be in charge of the AI tech for our government
the
from
Planeteer shit.
Planeteer just
Yeah.
got sworn into the military.
Really?
Perfect.
Yep. So that
That's
means they get
awesome,
access
dude.
classified files. They get to anything they want. And all this that's happening is all part of that. The defensive dome that Donald Trump wants to put up, got to pay for that. You know what I mean? Best way to do that is go to war.
Yeah.
I sent a couple videos to the
see.
chat. War.
This one was sick, dude. I saw this video.
Look at this shit, dude.
The bunker buster, baby. That was the bunker buster.
I'm gonna post some funny shit.
This is fake, by the way. This is Russia.
That's not real, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just posting. I'm trying to do it as I'm going through it.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
So, is this the one that had the B-2 bomber coming in?
Oh, in Miami?
Yeah. Yo, bro, man, like, the shit that scares the hell out of me, man.
Look at that thing chasing that plane.
That is sick. That's real, right?
I don't know, it's tough. I mean, the tracers and stuff look good. This plane gets lit up, dude.
Oh, shit. Boom.
Bro, wild, bro.
You gotta watch
believe
some
it.
of them could be video games. Like the,
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
I've seen a lot of those.
That's the
Like,
craziness, bro. This AI shit is too fucking wild.
Yeah, you
bro.
can't tell if it's AI or...
We're saying run.
Yo, so there's a couple things
Hell
there.
yeah, that's fuck yeah! Birds away!
Yeah, that ain't no way that's real.
No, hell no. That's them
Or
taking
no, wait.
off of everything.
No, that could have been them intercepting. They're saying this isn't...
That could be other soldiers, though, too.
Splash, splash, splash!
No, I think this is real. This is them intercepting all the missiles.
It almost looks like it was in the 90s, like Desert Storm.
Suck on my red, white, and blue dick!
Suck on my red, white, and blue dick.
Yeah! Slam, baby!
No, that was real. That was last night. That was the 13 missiles or whatever they tried sending at U.S. forces in Qatar, U.S. bases in Qatar.
Here's
and
one.
Yeah, but all the troops got evacuated.
that was today. They said that was today. I think these ones. This was. I'm not
No,
totally sure.
during the entire attack on American bases, there were 0 casualties
Yeah, because they shot every fucking missile
because
down.
there was nobody there.
Oh, I thought it was because they intercepted them.
Did you not? So no,
No, I know
Trump
they
had evacuated a week ago.
No,
Yeah,
I know
12
that,
days
but,
later, yeah.
but I still think they said that they shot all the missiles down, so they didn't even.
Yeah,
hit
except for
any-
one.
Yeah,
There was
that's what I'm saying.
29 of them. 28
So
of them got
nothing-
taken down.
Yeah, nothing hit anything except for one. Yeah, they never made the ground, and that's what would happen if they would never make the United States, dude, unless they were here. They would all get shot down over the ocean. How long do you think it would take for? Like
Israel's got our backup stuff, like our discontinued
Yeah.
dome, defense dome. Like ours is way better. That's why no
Yeah.
one's ever tried to shoot a missile into America, but no one's also even tried to shoot a missile from inside the United States into the United States either.
Right.
Now you're
that could
inside
have-
the dome.
Yes, I'm saying that's what I would be worried about.
Yeah.
That's what I would be worried about. But I
Yo,
think it's
so-
gonna be. I think we're
Ed,
gonna
I'm
be hit with
sharing
suicide
a video
bombers.
right now
Yeah.
to the chat.
Okay.
We talked about this a couple episodes ago with the Denver airport.
Mhm.
You guys remember this chick?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do remember her.
Play that real
Can I
quick.
play it?
I have been kidnapped, me and my kids. Today will be a worse day than 9/11 attack. This is an act of war at United States of America. This piece of woman thinks she knows what's happening. We have programmed her to be loyal and stupid enough to follow our rules. Not only to know how to run away if she got caught, but also to explode an airplane like a pro. We have a weapon that you don't have, Americans. And we are getting USA on the knees. China, Europe, Middle East, Japan are all one hand against USA, and this stupid running woman think she can save you by providing information that she is trying to provide and nobody listening to her. You are losing that war since 9/11 already. The last airplane, the helicopter that got fall down, it wasn't an accident.
Look how she moves
I know
away.
who did it. Please,
She really looks so scared.
Video. Please go away from the video, please, ma'am. Please, this is for my safety. I am a U.S. citizen and I have rights. Can you please take video of me doing this? It's just a little bit and I am done.
Ma'am, you've been denied boarding.
We need to keep this
You've been
in.
denied boarding with your airline. You're
I am
trespassing on airport property.
sorry, I am not trespassing anybody.
Oh, yeah,
Please.
like, was she
Yep.
like letting us know this was popping off before it started popping off? This was
Yeah.
like a month ago. That was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that was a
man.
long time
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, long
Was she
time.
kidnapped
Right, it was
by Al-Qaeda
right after
or
we talked
whoever
about the
these
Denver
superstars
airport.
are? Yeah, it
Dude,
literally
that was right
the
after.
next
It was
day,
right
dude.
after. That's why I remember.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, look at this. Yeah, and she seems like it doesn't seem like a hoax.
Terrified?
She seems terrified. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the senator that got murdered after she made her vote, she was talking. She was terrified at the podium.
That's another thing we should dive into. I didn't do enough research into that, but that's already a topic no one's talking about, man.
Yep. And that
Dude, Tim,
supposedly
apparently
Watts,
there's a
he put the hit out. Tim Watts put the hit out.
yeah.
I heard that.
The shooter came clean and showed an email,
Yep.
How do you spell
but
Al-Qaeda?
nothing will happen.
No.
Nothing will happen.
Never does.
It's just a simulation, bro.
It's fucking nuts, dude. It's
So
nuts. What else did I just send you a
seen-
couple other
yeah,
things?
I
man.
was gonna say I seen you put. We'll
Yeah, that's some pretty scary stuff.
What's the
I mean-
doomsday? Oh, Dave Smith. Watch Dave Smith crush the whole Israel-Iran topic right
This one?
here. This dude is fucking awesome.
Of the
He came from
intelligence is
Research
saying that they
Institute.
don't have nuclear weapons and they're not pursuing nuclear weapons. There is one country, one government in the Middle East that is not a member of the non-proliferation treaties that has nuclear weapons secretly. And it ain't Iran. It's Israel. I mean, it is so ridiculous.
Well, I agree.
that
It's
Israel
absurd.
gets
As you
the
know,
one-
I
that they-
I
the
agree.
one to
Look,
say-
I agree. I don't
But-
understand how Israel is allowed to continue pretending they don't have
But
nuclear
and
weapons.
also.
But what are you
it's
saying? Are you saying
unbelievable.
Israel,
Hold on, let me
Iran
just make
should
the-
develop nuclear weapons to compensate for that reality? Or
No,
what?
no. What I'm saying is this, okay? Whenever you guys talk about this, even already, and Pierce, I got to say, I thought you were a little bit guilty of this right after October 7th, understandably, perhaps so. But even right now, whenever we talk, it's all about the Israeli perspective, as if we're all Israelis. Oh, Israel can't take the risk that they have 60% enrichment. Israel can't get this wrong the way I could change my mind about supporting Donald Trump. I guess Israel can get it wrong when they lure America into a war, when they pump out propaganda saying that Saddam has weapons of mass destruction. That's okay when they get that one wrong, but they can't get this one wrong. Okay, fine.
Why are you
fine.
blaming
So-
Israel for that? It was your own government lying to us about that. I was protesting against
I
the war in
blame all of
Iraq
them.
exactly the same way you and Pierce
I think
were.
we all oppose
for
it.
But
you.
it was our governments
Good for
lying
you.
to us. It wasn't about
Hold
Israel.
on.
Why is
Let me
everything that
respond.
happens in the world the fall of Israel Day?
This is such a blatant straw man. I didn't say everything in the world is the fault of Israel. I'm saying they were also guilty of this.
But
Believe
why are
me,
you putting the emphasis
let
on
me
them
finish a
when George
sentence,
W.
Constantine.
Bush
Let me
and
finish.
Tony Blair were using their bully pulpits to make this point to a far wider audience than some guy in the Middle East called Benjamin Netanyahu?
If you think that I am removing any of the blame from George W. Bush
Kinda
or
sounds
Tony
like it.
Blair, I assure you, you're wrong, and you don't know what you're talking about. I've been blasting them for years. They're war criminals who should be in the Hague.
I agree.
That is not the issue. We are talking specifically about the nation of Israel right now, so I'm talking about their responsibility. All of
That's it.
Bro, how awesome is that guy, bro? Dave Smith is the amount of knowledge
He snaps on
retains-
Donald Trump too. It's great.
He doesn't care, bro.
Nope.
He is literally fearless. I found it. I finally found it.
What do we got?
Hell yeah, I just sent it to the chat. But Dave Smith, bro, before you pull this up, he does a debate with Douglas. God, the fuck is his name? I don't know. He did a debate on Rogan with this dude, fucking Doug something, and he destroyed him. This guy was basically saying, well, you can't make a point on Israel unless you've been there. So then you can't talk about the moon landing. You can't talk about this. You've never been to Hawaii. You can't talk about Pearl Harbor. Like, he just started going on everything with this guy. Like, he flipped it on him so good, and his retention of knowledge is like so impressive. And the way he mentioned something and then like brought it to his point. Like, it was he's awesome. And he came as a stand-up fucking comedian, dude. Is how he started his shit. And now he's all over Pierce Morgan and Fox, and CNN, and blowing the fuck up and giving his political point of view. But here's that one video we were searching for. We were talking about a few moments ago. This is the Al Qaeda guy you were saying, Mike. Do you think this guy's the leader of Al Qaeda?
No, he's like a third command or whatever.
But you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're gonna know who I am.
Very easy. The entitlement.
No, believe me, I'm much better than that.
The entitlement, guys. Wow.
So if you are smart enough, you will know who I am. But you are
That's it.
Look at this cocky fuck. Yeah. But look at that, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's not Hispanic. He's not. They're not Mexican. They're not. You know what I'm saying? They're military age men have been crossing over this border for the past 5 to 7 years, however long it's been. And like Tripoli said, and Mel K said, man, these migrant riots are all moving assets around for those sleeper cells and every other thing. Bro, if you let the migrant riots pop off, plus the sleeper cells, all hell breaks loose. Like I was saying to you guys before we started recording, I don't give a fuck what's going on over in Iran, Iraq. Do not give a shit. Take care of home base first. I always give this comparison. If you're sitting there and all hell comes loose, bro, and there's food left, you're going to take care of your family and yourself first, right? Mm-hmm. Why doesn't this country take care of our fucking people first?
Well,
we are more worried about
now.
No, we're not. We're still more worried about going over there and doing shit over there. And like, let them fight, like Ukraine. Fight your own fucking battle, bro. I got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Fight your own fucking war. Like, enough of our money. Like, our kids' schools suck. The fucking roads are shit. Like, taxes are through the fucking roof. And it's all going to fund that shit. I'm done with that shit, bro. Like, take care of home base. All these guys who went and served in the military to fight for the fucking some of the bullshit fake wars and all these fucking propaganda that they've been fighting for. These guys are homeless and on drugs in the streets with PTSD.
That's just it. They don't care about us. We're
They
just a
don't
number.
care.
Just like soldiers are just a number. That's why they have a dog tag.
Right. These power, like, enough is enough, bro. Like, it's almost like anarchy. There's a clip of Ari Shafir saying it, as crazy as it sounds, is like, you need complete fucking chaos. Hashtag conspiracy chaos. But you need fucking chaos, man. Is the only way to really get leadership to change. Like, legit, like the Purge movie, man. Like, Purge election year. Shit changed that election year. I can tell you that.
It's coming. Because depopulation is a huge thing of theirs.
But no, seriously,
it's gonna
take
happen eventually.
Home base first. Like I said, I always make the comparison. If your family's fucking hungry and it comes down to portions, you're gonna feed your family before you feed the people. Yeah, you love your neighbors and your shit, but you're gonna feed them before you go feed your family before you feed the people across the street. I don't see why we got to go support these people across the fucking ocean before we take care of home base first.
Us.
Not only that, we have all the threats of the riots. We have these sleeper cells all over. Like, nah, home base first. That's where we got to be. And that's where this country fell apart.
Listen,
as Americans,
they killed 3,500 people on 9/11. They killed 3,500 Americans on 9/11 just to get their agenda and get their Patriot Act. To get their Patriot Act so they can start spying on it.
And now they're going to do something to get this George Orwell, the Orwellian Act in, or whatever they're going to call it, to where it's 1984 and they're just watching everything we do when it comes to social credit score, and it's a one world government, and we're fucked, dude. You can't go play golf because you didn't work 40 hours this week, so you ain't golfing today. Imagine you get to your tea time and you can't play. You got to scan this fucking chip that they embedded in your wrist. So you can go to the store, you can get gas, you can fucking do anything. You want to get on an airplane, you want to do anything, you got to get chipped up, bro.
That's what the same thing with that real ID.
Yeah.
I think started
Or you're
June
going to jail.
7th.
Or you're getting put in a camp.
You can't, yeah, or you can't travel. You can't do none of that without
Have
real
you guys
ID.
ever seen 1984? Did I ask you this?
We talked about a couple.
We talked about it,
ago.
but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you guys got to check it out, man. I don't know what we can find it on. It might even be on fucking YouTube, but it's even worth the read or the listen. I don't know. There's probably an audiobook you could listen to. It's wild shit. I was a high school kid, and now I look back at that teacher like, yo, he was trying to warn. He was trying to warn me. He was trying to warn me, and I remember he was like, well, "You seem interested in this." I go, "This book's fucking wild, bro. I don't read shit for school. But this book is actually like interesting as shit because it could happen here." And now, 25 years later, it's fucking happening here.
Get ready for a good reset, a big reset.
It's coming, man.
It's happening.
Coming. And there's one more video I got of a lady. If you probably one or two up from the most recent one.
Okay.
Tell you what, everybody get ready though. Red Dawn, baby.
Hell yeah, dope movies too. Scroll
Dope
up.
movies. Both of them.
Yeah.
The first one was better, but
This one.
The Suitcase, yeah.
Are you talking to somebody?
No, thank you. Thank you so much.
We're just a few days away from the election, and look what's going on. We're here in Southern California at the border, and we came upon this girl. She was with a large group. The group has left her. We talked to somebody on the phone. She has two phones. One, she's talking to someone from Iran. Another one, she's talking to her mother. The man from Iran asked us if we could pick her up and give her a ride in the car. Of course, we know that's illegal. She's been asking us where the police is at, that she's going to San Diego. She came from Iran. She came today with a bunch of people. We saw the Border Patrol picking up the group of people that she came with, but she's toting behind that luggage. She has a backpack, she has a neck pillow, she has a Christian Dior, a scarf with her, a leather hat on. She's dressed pretty well for making the long
Probably a
journey here
fucking
all the
bomb
way
in
from
that,
Iran. 4
suitcase.
years, over 10 million. 15 million, 20 million, who knows the exact number? I don't know, but it has been happening. We have millions of people in here, and it's still happening because we just saw this girl and we saw two other gentlemen. Border Patrol just barely picked them up, and they were from the Middle East.
She said, no,
Why?
thank you. No, thank you.
Why?
Walking away.
Where's she going though? She wants
Yeah,
the police to
exactly.
come get her. Where the fuck? What?
She
Yeah,
wanted
she
they wanted her to give a ride, and she probably has a fucking bomb in that suitcase. Do you get in the car with her? and she
Undetectable
blows
vest,
it up?
bomb vest.
Clack one off any point, bro.
What's this guy here?
I don't know. I didn't see that. I didn't see what he was talking about. Let's see what he's got to say. Talking about sleep.
All right. So it looks like we're going to war. Last night, the leader of Al-Qaeda came out and made a statement stating that he's going to activate all of the sleeper cells across the world. The leader of Al-Qaeda came out and stated that every able-bodied Muslim should be ready to go to war. CIA targeter Sarah Adams stated that there are 1,000 sleeper cells across the country. If they activate, there will be so much chaos going on in each different major city that they won't be able to keep up with it. And what does that mean? That leaves it into the standard citizen's hands. So be aware, be cognizant. Now, last year, they captured at the border an individual, and he stated that you don't know who I am right now, but you will soon. And the internet did its thing, and they figured out that this guy was one of the leaders of Al-Qaeda. So these guys are here, they're aware, they've activated, and now average citizens need to keep their eyes open.
That was the video that you said. That was the video about the other guy, right?
With the
You said
guy,
he was- yeah.
I've never
yeah.
seen this video before, but we did talk about that.
That's crazy.
It is crazy, dude, and it's gonna happen. And we also got to pay attention, like when it does happen. Where are they at? What places they start first? Is like where they got the underground rail system going, the smart cities, because that's all part of the plan. Obviously, major cities. Bet you it'd be like all the Dem cities first. Like New York, Los Angeles, shit like that. I did on that video. It did say like Miami, Tampa, Orlando. So
come on up here, bro. Ain't shit going on up here, man. We don't do shit, bro. We just golf and smoke weed. There ain't nothing else to do, man.
Please don't touch our
Nothing else
golf
to do. Yo,
courses. No, don't nuke
real
our
quick,
golf courses, please.
Yeah,
because chaos. We love chaos here. Not only conspiracies. And one more video I just posted up real quick.
All right, buddy.
I don't know what the fuck's going on in this video, boys, but check it out.
Oh God,
this is
nothing nuking with conspiracies whatsoever. But I was scrolling videos looking for the other one, and this was the next video up. And so he jumps on the guy's back. There's a parasailer. The guy who set him up jumps on his back. It looks like he fucking puts him in a scissor lock on his shoulders. Detaches the vacationer from the parasail at about, I don't know, 120 feet.
What?
Oh shit!
Plunges into the water. Bro, that dude fucking unhooked his ass. He jumped on his shoulders and unhooked his ass. That's the guy selling the shit.
This guy right here?
Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah.
Look at that, bro. And then he gets up he pulls up and does a scissor lock. He's got him. Now he's got him locked up.
What the fuck?
And unhooked.
And the customer fell to the water, or the guy?
Yeah, that was the customer.
Pinche cabrón.
What the?
Damn.
Did you guys see the hot air balloon in Brazil that set
No,
on fire?
I
and
heard
people
about
were,
it though,
so
bro.
13. There was like 25 total, and 13 died, and they all like the ones that died were like jumping out. Like there was videos of them like just fucking because it was on fire. So like they probably just panicked and literally just jumped out from like really high. But the ones
how long do you wait till you jump?
Well, I don't know. Well, the ones that survived actually, it finally went down. It caught on fire. Like the whole thing caught on fire. Ended up going down, but it was like a slower fall, and then they all ended up jumping out when it got a lot lower. But the ones that jumped,
you wait till it's like 30 feet and take your jump.
Yeah, I mean whatever,
Yeah,
dude.
You're not surviving over 100, I bet.
These people that were way up, when you watch the video, like the first two that were, it was really high and it was just started on fire, like, and the two people jumped out. I don't know if they fell, maybe like they fell out of the part that was burning, maybe like the bottom opened up. Who knows what really happened? And
then there was the
crazy.
Then there was the guy who there was the plane accident and he was the only survivor. Then he jumped
out
of
the plane. Yeah.
He was in 11A, which is on the door, the emergency exit door.
Yeah.
So maybe, but dude, how fast you got to be to do that?
Bro.
And his brother died.
His brother
His
died?
brother was on the plane. Yeah, his brother was on the plane with him.
He jumped out of the air. Like, that's how, like, dude, I mean, that's fucking, I don't know. It's a crazy.
That's kind of crazy, dude. It happened to
crazy
so
matrix
fast.
of a world we live in, boys. That's really all
for sure.
it comes down to.
You never know. He could have hit some. He could have hit some DMT and fucking was out for the takeoff.
Could you imagine?
What's this? What?
The hold on. This is the hot air balloon.
Jesus Christ. Terror in the skies above Brazil Saturday as a hot air balloon carrying 21 people bursts into a fireball, crashing to the ground in a streak of smoke. The state's governor reports 8 people died.
That's going down.
This video showing a smoking carriage nearing the ground. Police telling local media that some people got out before the flames lifted trapped passengers back into the air. Some later seen falling hundreds of feet. First responders searching the wreckage.
Yeah, I wanted to. They didn't show the actual footage, but there is video footage floating around of some actually falling like way. They didn't survive them. They were doing the old floppy arms for like the whole way down. I'm like, these guys are cooked.
That's
I would never do. I would never go on a hot air balloon. Never do shit like that,
bro. I'm not afraid of heights whatsoever. Like I do climb up my roof, clean my gutters. Like I'll climb up on a ladder, that whole type of shit. Like that type of shit doesn't really affect me whatsoever. But when I'm not in control of something like that, like a hot air balloon or even parasailing, where some homie's gonna jump on your back, put you in a scissor lock, and then fucking unhatch your fucking harness. Like when you're not in control,
I'd have been taking,
I don't like
taking chunks out of that dude's leg with my teeth.
Oh, bro, anything, bro. Like holy shit, what the like? That was crazy, bro. I just sent that to all my homies too, so they're gonna be like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Dude, I love skydiving. I've done that, but I won't do a hot air balloon. There ain't no way.
No.
Yeah,
There's too many. There's a lot of
absolutely.
hot air balloon accidents.
Like hot air balloons are used with a big, huge flame coming out of it. Like,
yeah,
so
no.
obviously there's a high risk of that catching on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Like already off the jump. Like
it's crazy how like if we really think about it, like how more like recent they used blimps. Like we're going back, not too long ago that they actually used blimps to really travel around before, with the World's Fairs and all that shit. That's how people got around. It was blimp taking a fucking balloon in the sky, bro. Imagine that, bro.
Oh yeah.
Taking a fucking Mikey, you're coming up to New York here soon, and you're gonna take a blimp from Florida up here. Yeah, all right. Be here in 6 weeks, dude.
There's like
you're
better off
a wind tunnel
running around inside a Greyhound.
Blimps, they're run on fire too, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure.
What are blimps? Or is it just filled with?
No, they got a little propeller.
No, they don't have propellers. I think they're filled with like.
They have propellers.
Do they?
They have propellers.
They got a propeller for direction. Maybe. It's almost like a boat, bro. That's how they change direction.
We gotta look it up. I gotta look it up now. Hold on.
Yeah, if you look up like the Goodyear blimp and stuff, they have big, huge fans on them.
Do blimps?
I mean, they still use them for like football games.
Oh yeah, but they don't use fire.
Yeah. Float them over football games.
All right. Yeah, there is. So you've probably seen a Goodyear blimp providing TV craft like a hot air balloon. Blimps use a gas. Blimps use a gas to generate lift, but unlike a hot air balloon, blimps can move forward through the air under their own power, like airplanes. They can hover like helicopters, travel in all kinds of weather, and stay aloft for days. In this edition of How Stuff Works,
why don't we use that instead of fucking planes? Because we're saving so much gas for the fucking natural. I mean,
all you'd have to do is shoot a spitball at it, and it would pop, and everybody would die. Could you imagine?
Oh, yeah, you could.
Like a bird going through it, or something.
You could put a parachute on that bitch when it goes down, because the bottom of them is never big. The Ninja Turtles used to use one.
They do have you're right. They do have something underneath them that's some sort of like propeller of some sort.
Yeah, it's a couple big propellers and like the cabin and all that stuff.
For direction. Yeah, that wasn't too long ago. Anthony, look up when the last time blimps were used for travel.
I think Amazon's currently using them right now. And then drones come out of the blimp and deliver packages.
Sick ass fools, man.
19th century, blimps were first used for travel in the 19th century when the first powered airship taken flight in France in 1852. They were primarily used for military purposes and civilian travel, including transcendental and transatlantic travel. The first transatlantic airship trip took place in 1928 on a Graf
Zeppelin. So 100 years.
However, the use of the blimps for travel declined due to the Hindenburg disaster in 1937, which resulted in the deaths of 35 passengers and one ground crew member.
So 75 years ago, we still use this as travel.
The Hindenburg,
they still use it for travel. The elites use it all the time.
Blimps?
Yeah, they're cloaked.
Here's why you don't see.
Pull up the Hindenburg.
I saw it on. There was a podcast. Maybe it was
there's a conspiracy on the Hindenburg.
I feel like there is.
Oh, of course. But that's why they went. I saw it was a podcast. They were talking about this blimp conspiracy, and the reason why after the Hindenburg they canceled it for travel purposes is because they figured out a way to where they could chameleon camouflage the blimps, and they can go undetected. And elites use it to travel back and forth without being seen.
80 years of speculation and conspiracy theories. The Hindenburg disaster of 1937 that killed 36 people on board the giant airship.
Mm-hmm.
Of the 97 people on board the ship,
so this is the most popular conspiracy theory. I got you right here. The most popular conspiracy theory. Yeah, a claim the Hindenburg was deliberately sabotaged, possibly with a bomb. A motive of anti-Nazi sentiment. At the time, Nazi Germany was using the Hindenburg as propaganda tool. The airship even bore swastikas on its
Yo, there
tail
is swastikas
fins.
on it. I'm looking at a picture right now.
Oh yeah.
There's swastikas on the tail of the
Oh, yeah.
Hindenburg.
Swastikas. Suspects floated in theories. Let's see here. A disgruntled crew member or passenger, anti-Nazi agent, possibly American or British. Crew member Eric Svell, who's suspected because of his political views and technical knowledge. However, there was no solid evidence. Here's a theory of the dope paint theory. The fire spread so quickly, not because of the hydrogen, but because of the highly flammable aluminum-based paint used to coat the outer skin of the airship. Supporters, NASA scientist Addison Bain was a proponent of this idea, suggesting that the skin burns similarly to solid rocket fuel. Tests have shown that the paint theory doesn't fully explain the rapid spread of the fire without the involvement of hydrogen. Then they're saying that it was a weather or electromagnetic weapon, experimental electromagnetic weapon, or natural atmospheric charge caused the fire. Radio mass, static electricity, or a Tesla-style energy weapon could have triggered a hydrogen ignition. Highly speculative, no proof. The disaster became one of the most iconic hit in history thanks to the dramatic newsreel footage and the chilling live radio broadcast. Yeah, man, I knew there was a conspiracy to that as soon as you said so.
Yeah, and isn't the guy who invented the Hindenburg or the blimps or didn't the U.S. capture him and he helped start NASA?
Was he one of them? Germany. It doesn't say. Let me check in and see who built the. German Zeppelin Company, officially known as Luftwaffe Zeppelin. Dr. Hugo Eckner, a key figure in development. Hugo, is that the same Hugo Boss or
Hugo?
Is that the same guy that owned Hugo Boss? Because he used to design and provide the clothes for the Nazis.
Really?
Yeah, the Hugo Boss company.
No shit.
Yep, that was the Nazi suits were Hugo Boss.
Hugo Boss, really?
Oh,
wow.
There you go, Ant. There's something you learned today on Conspiracy Chaos.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Hugo.
Yeah.
What else we got tonight,
Fernando
boys?
Boss. Hugo Fernando Boss was a German businessman and an early member of the Nazi Party.
Unless
He
it wasn't the
founded
same
a
guy.
fashion house. Huh?
It wasn't the same guy, different Hugo.
No, Hugo Boss. No, founder. He was the
Yeah,
founder.
but this was Hugo. This
fashion
was
of the-
Hugo Eckner.
Hector?
Oh, okay.
Eckner. Eckner.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Eckner.
Yeah. A lot of Nazi ties and crazy shit, dude.
Yeah, man.
What was I watching? I was watching a clip of Shane Gillis, dude, the other day. He's like, yo, I was thinking about it. I might buy an Adolf Hitler autograph. And he was like with like Rogan and them guys. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, yeah, man. He goes, they're worth a lot of money. He goes, and then like when I pass it down to like my grandkids and shit, like, yo, dude, here's an Adolf autograph. It's gonna be worth a lot of money. I'm like, bro, these dudes are fucked up. The shit they come up with for comedic purposes, man. But I don't know, boys. I don't know. Another good episode though here, boys. Another good
Yeah, it was
episode.
fun.
What do you guys want to get into for the next one? I mean, we got a lot of current events popping off lately, so we've been kind of trying to keep it on that topic and keep it up to speed.
Let's look more into. Let's dig deep into this Tim Waltz guy and this shooting and the senator. I think we should dive into that
it a little bit.
I'd like to.
I
could do some homework.
That's a little new. That's a little new, so there might not be a lot of information out there.
Yep.
Overall, but I think we can come up with a pretty good topic or two to make something happen. I like that though. I'd like to hear more about that. There's definitely a lot of shit to that.
Oh yeah.
But Yeah, boys. Yeah.
He says that he was not directly involved with the building of NASA.
Who's that? Hugo Boss? Or Ekman?
Yeah, Hugo Eckner.
Okay.
He was not directly involved.
Yeah, but
Directly.
they're all fucking involved. All involved. I mean, Werner von Braun, bro. Werner von Braun was a he was like one of Hitler's homies. And he was one of the creators of NASA. I think what was Tripoli's joke? It's something like a priest, a scientist, and a Nazi all walk into a bar. What do they create? It's fucking NASA.
Yeah.
Because what's the other guy? The Church of Scientology dude.
Oh yeah.
The creator of that. What the fuck is his
Tom
name?
Cruise. I'm just kidding. He's part of it, but
No, Aleister Crowley.
Yeah.
Not Aleister Crowley.
Aleister Crowley, yeah.
Creator of Scientology.
Anton LaVey.
Is it Aleister Crowley?
Anton LaVey.
Yeah, he was part of one of them guys. Was part of creating NASA. Yeah, type in who was the creators of NASA.
I know Aleister Crowley was a big movie and music
Ron
producer.
Hubbard created Scientology.
L. Ron Hubbard.
L. Ron Hubbard, yes.
So then put in who were the creators of NASA?
Braun. I just had it on here.
Creator of NASA.
Operation Paperclip.
You got it up, Mike? It's got a lot of with Eisenhower first, and then 2 days later is von Braun. It was Eisenhower and von Braun had a lot to do with it. I feel like Eisenhower was super sketchy, man. Eisenhower had a lot of.
It was
shit.
Werner von Braun.
Yep.
Where's the other guy at? Where the heck?
Background.
I'm not showing them all. Hold on.
Nope. This group is headed by Werner von Braun, a German scientist. World War II developed the missiles V2 rocket, Nazi Germany.
1,600 German scientists we took.
Wow.
Yep. It's wild, right?
1,600.
That's all it's showing.
And then Hitler fled to Argentina.
President Scientist Advisory Committee James Killen wrote memorandum of Dwight Eisenhower to nope. It's not showing anybody about really but this dude and Eisenhower from what I'm reading.
Let me see if I can get us a guest on the whole creation of NASA and all that shit.
That would be more interesting. Yeah, that would be more.
Yeah, that'd be a good little topic to get into. We can get into a little topic. But yeah, I'll see if I can get us. I'll see if I can get us a guest for Wednesday night, man. But yo, there's a couple comments popped up here, man. We got this podcast is fire. RGB knows his stuff. Florida Mike keeps it real on the mic. Area 51 looks like the guy from Home Alone 2.
That's how I started laughing. I looked over and saw that shit.
I was on the other page. I was like, what the fuck are they laughing at? What'd I do? I'm just reading.
I figured that's what you were laughing at, Mike. That's why I had to run it down because I don't think Anthony ever looks at the comments.
Yeah.
I put them up here.
I look at them all the time.
We'll figure out a good topic for Wednesday, but appreciate everybody tuning in for another episode here. We'll wrap this one up. I got to get up early tomorrow. Kids got a half day of school, so I got to bust out of work a little early.
Yes, sir.
I'm on my way to work.
Yeah, that's wild. So we'll let you get out of here. See y'all Wednesday. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share the page, and we will see you on Wednesday. Peace.
Yeah, peace.
agendas ain't as crazy as they seem. Voices in the dark amplifying dreams.